Good morning. It is Monday, November 3rd, 9 a.m., and we are calling the Downtown Estacada Commission meeting to order. Go ahead and we'll have roll call, please.
Commissioner Randall?
Here.
Commissioner Taylor?
Here.
Commissioner Redmond?
Here.
Chair Fox Hames?
Here.
And we have Youth Corbin.
Here.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. I just want to alert everybody to the fact now that we only have 6 members on our commission. So in order for us to host our meetings monthly, we now need 4 to have a quorum. So make sure that you are joining either via the Zoom meeting or in person, and appreciate your time. All right, we'll go ahead and move on. Public comments? No. Okay. Did everybody have an opportunity to review October meeting minutes? And if so, do I have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the October 6th meeting minutes as written.
Do I have a second? Elizabeth,
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All those opposed? Excellent. October 6th meeting minutes approved. Okay, content for November social media at this point, probably tree lighting, first weekend,
First Friday.
first Friday of December. Anything else that anybody else would like to have content for November?
Either December or January, be kind of nice to do a wrap of the year in review of what we did and what we have planned for maybe the coming year. Nothing
idea.
may be different, but just to kind of just remind people that what we did.
Okay. I like that idea. Let's do that for December.
Okay.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. Nice picture, Heather. It's cute. Any other ideas? Anything else for November?
Is Julie still going to be our contact? We send information to her and then she'll get it to
That's my understanding, yes.
who?
Andy?
Andy. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I will send her maybe kind of give an update on what's going on with the tree lighting.
Awesome. Okay. Great. Thank you, Connie.
Mhm.
All right. All right. So OMS conference recap. Heather, how did that go?
It was really fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, I took some notes. I also have a couple of books, so I'll bring them down. I think maybe just for the city. I went to one of the sessions on walkability and how people are laying out their downtown areas. And that was interesting to hear about, see what the different ideas were around parking, which
I bet.
was what it was.
Did they
And
have any
then-
solutions?
Well, a whole book of them. The different kinds of communities, honestly, that really, they were in spaces that were much bigger than ours. Albany specifically, they just have so many different options than we do around here. But paid parking was one of their newer things that they were doing.
Really?
Wow.
I don't know that they have completely implemented it, but they started implementing it in 2020, I guess. And then with everything that happened, they didn't want to add any other expense. But I kind of thought they had good parking around there.
So Heather, was this like the meters or parking lot and you go up to a kiosk and pay? Is that what they do?
Sorry, I think it was Newport, not Albany, but yes, that's what
Oh.
they're, and then they implemented a parking hired a security essentially, but a
Oh.
parking person instead of to kind of manage that.
Okay.
And honestly, this is the weirder part. Their Albany's downtown committee takes care of all their parking stuff.
Wow.
Oh.
I know. I was like, holy cow, that's a huge on-taking. They did, then I went to another session. Was the parking notes? I took a whole bunch.
How big is their commission there in Albany? How many people are on their board?
I thought there was only 5,
Wow,
but I could be wrong. It seems like it's a whole department there.
okay.
Maybe I didn't ask, but maybe it's paid.
Oh, could be.
Um, then I went to a marketing one, and it was kind of cool. Some of the ideas around, how they were marketing businesses within the community, like one of the examples given were, there was a vacant warehouse space in Gresham. And their downtown committee basically put together an event where they pulled in all the different companies. And one of the companies was a media company. And the media company brought all of their stuff into the warehouse and let all of the businesses from town come in and make stuff for social media marketing, video marketing. I just thought it was kind of neat how they networked to bring awareness to all of the businesses in the community. And then another session was about collaborating and clustering businesses in a way that you built either complementary competition or competitive competition, or there was one more. Competitive, complementary, and comparable clusters of, and like that's how they laid out the businesses. They mapped it for the town, and then they kind of structured their downtown business is in that manner. So this building is this, so we need, so in their case there was like 2 jewelers next to each other and then a wedding shop.
Oh,
Okay.
that's smart.
Yeah, it was super cool. So I took a whole bunch of notes on that. And basically just how to support different businesses within the community, even if they are your competition. Oh, Albany's DEC is separate from the city. So they're their own independent sanction, I guess, if you will. That is a 50c3.
Hmm.
Oh, that's definitely
Which we were
interesting.
at one time years and years and years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the
Um,
other downtown associations are their own separate thing. There's only a few that are with the cities themselves.
So how do they get their funding? Do you know?
It's all fundraisers.
Yeah,
and
it's all fundraisers because the
Really?
501c
Nonprofit.
is nonprofit.
That's what the
Yeah.
DEC, that's what you are supposed to be working for, is to be self-sustainable. So
And then the next one was fundraising. And there are a slew of ideas around fundraising. I have a ton of pictures of notes. But it was anywhere from like fundraising dinners, like you just did, Connie, with the chamber, or
Yeah.
education classes, having people come in and get educated about the city events. Obviously were another one. How to get the knowledge out, who to partner with in order to get the knowledge out, who's missing, like who do we need to get in to help start moving processes like that forward. So, and I have tons and tons of notes, took pictures of all of that kind of stuff. So it would be fun to share. Maybe I could put it all into an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna, I was just gonna ask if you could put that in an email by the end of the month. That way it's still fresh in your mind, and then we can see that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, some of the first day was actually just more like awards, kind of, for who they like, who did the best reconstruction and stuff of the Main Street program funding. And several buildings in Albany seemed to get some good attention, but the way that they've done their buildings are really, really cool. I think one of the ones that, if it wasn't awarded this year, the theater they redid with funding from the Main Street program, and it is really neat. All the shops down there have been revamped and are pretty cool. So, yeah, it was
Awesome.
fun.
Thanks for
Great.
going.
Yeah, thank you. Wendy was the one that went on the third day and we don't have her. Okay, so.
I did
um,
talk with her that next day, or yeah, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I wish I would have come the whole time. This was so much fun."
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any like take back from what session she went to or anything, but she did say that she really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys had a good time. Can we go ahead and put this on next month's agenda as a follow-up, not only with Wendy and then just a follow-up with Heather to make sure that she is able to get those notes and recap out to all of us. Thanks, Evelyn. All right, moving on. How are we coming with the tree lighting?
Very well. Evelyn has revised the vendor application and it's going live today.
Yep.
Ben Wheeler and his buddies are working on getting the tree. I've got a couple leads on a hayride person. We're not going to use horses this year.
That's fair.
And I'm just kind of waiting to see on that. And then we did get porta potties last year. It was in our budget. I don't know
Okay.
where we put them, but
Okay.
we're going to get that. But yeah, it's going to come together. Oh, we got a banner made. Whitney Signs did a beautiful banner and it's going up sometime this week, right over Broadway at 4th. Yeah.
And we've got that, that's a one-time expense, but we've
Yep.
got that for,
Yep.
okay,
Yep,
awesome.
and she's gonna make me some yard signs. That'll be a one-time expense.
Make sure my yard gets one.
Pardon?
Make sure my yard gets one.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, I think, again, the only thing we can't control is the weather.
Right.
So, I got Santa, I got Elf, so we're good.
Okay, so December 5th, 6 to 8. And what time is Santa down here doing
He-
pictures and cookies?
He's
and-
down here at 6 o'clock or 6:30. He flips the switch at 6.
Okay,
And that's what we have on the flyers also. is Santa flips the switch at 6. He'll be down here at 6:30.
Okay.
We're closing down the street at 4. So people kind of wander and the vendors will be set up. Did we tell them 4 o'clock to be
Yeah,
setting up?
4.
Yeah, so
Okay.
people can wander the streets ahead of time and then take it from there.
and we're only cordoning off.
3rd and 4th, between 3rd and 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's coming along.
Good. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you.
Wendy's online now.
Oh, good. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Sure good
Hey,
working with you
sorry.
Saturday. Thanks
Oh,
for
it
all
was
your
a
help
lot of fun.
Saturday. Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, let's just backpedal a little bit. Heather said that you had a really good time at the OMS conference. Can you just give us a little recap on the day 3?
It was really great. The ones that I was attending, they were more focused in on getting community involvement and building up more specialized niche things like doing coffee meets for new businesses for everybody to be able to network together, getting mentorships in place for like high school students that are interested in entrepreneur type things when they graduate. A lot of the more boots on the ground approach, I think, to getting the community involved and building in, like getting the more people they were finding to get involved in these types of things, the higher their volunteer rates tended to increase over time. So I thought that was interesting.
Wendy,
And
did they talk about how they reach out, how they get in contact with those folks?
they said they use social media and then doing a lot of just like I talked to a gentleman in Astoria and he said that his approach was just literally walking around and talking to people out and about. And talk to people inside businesses, both the business owners and the customers, and just getting word of mouth out that way. That was how he was more successful, but other places were using social media.
Okay.
Awesome. Did you have anything else? Heather had indicated that she took a lot of notes and had some pictures. Did you have anything else that you felt like you needed to share, like email wise to the rest of the board that you felt that it would be helpful?
Not at the moment. I am going to be reaching out to one of the people that are in um Baker City to get their notes on how they've done more of those like meetups and coffee meetups and things like that, because I think it'd be kind of fun to experiment a little bit with that and see if we could get more of a dial in on what the community is looking for and how maybe a slightly different approach that way.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. If you do have anything to share, could you, I just asked Heather to share that with the board members via email by the end of the month. That way it's
Okay.
fresh in your mind.
I will do.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Well, thank you again for attending, and I'm glad you had a good time.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those events are fun. It's really good to network with some of those people.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Heather, going back to you, anything that you want to talk about as far as Uncorked?
No, not quite, but we do, maybe, I guess. Evelyn, what is the earliest date that we can open the application for that?
That's totally up to you.
Okay, so if we, could we set it up mid-January at the latest to get that up and going? We found last year that the wine vendors had really gotten booked up pretty early on in the year, and so we wanted to kind of start, getting the word out for that event earlier than later.
Okay, so wait a minute, let me make sure that I understand. You want to put the application online for the event?
Well, I think we need to do it earlier than we did last year.
Okay, well, first of all, we need to figure out what day you're doing it, because I think I saw one of your business partners yesterday, and she had indicated that the date might change. She didn't even,
Well, not this year because the banners say the last Saturday. We kind of talked about this. And then that Saturday this year, I was actually just looking at this. I don't believe falls on Memorial Day, the 30th
Memorial Day is Monday, the 25th. Oh, wait,
this year. But
Oh,
next
what?
year, 2027, the Memorial Day changes to the same weekend as the last Saturday.
Okay, but I'm talking 2026. So you're going to leave it May 30th.
Yep.
Okay, and what is the time again?
11 to 7.
11 to 7. Okay, and we're doing, are we going to swap the vendors the way that,
Connie did it.
we did for the Oktoberfest?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Not Connie, but yes, Oktoberfest.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because Heather, you guys were a vendor there and you guys did okay that way, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
It was great.
Heather, do you want to limit the number of food trucks?
Did you do that or did we do that for
We did for
Oktoberfest?
Yeah, it was
Oktoberfest,
only
yeah.
4 for Oktoberfest.
Let me come back to that.
Okay. And then do you
I'll
want
see if
to
I can even
limit
come
the
back.
amount of vendors to the same as Oktoberfest? I think it was 22.
21 or 22.
22.
Yeah, I, yeah,
And we also need to make sure that we put on the application that and bold, like we had, that you need to stay. If you run out of your food or if you run out of your item that you're selling or you're promoting, you do need to stay from 11 to 7.
No takedown early.
Yes.
And I think maybe, do we want to go as far as indicating that if you do leave early, you will not, something to the effect, is there some way that we can say if you leave early,
You won't come back.
you can't, you won't be allowed to
Yeah.
come, you won't be allowed to apply the following year or something like that?
Are we getting into an area where we can't
Yeah,
deny?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Because it is a first come, first serve basis. So I think we'd have to talk with Melanie.
Okay.
To see if
Okay.
we
We have
can
them,
do a
can-
banned vendor list or something like that.
Can we add to the application maybe where they have to initial some checkpoints? Setup and takedown is from 8 to 10:30.
Yes.
And then takedown is from 7 p.m. to 8:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that, where they're like acknowledging that they understand this is when setup and takedown are.
Yeah,
Would there be a way, like what she's saying, where it says in bold, something, not this, because doesn't sound right, you have to stay for the entire event. And then right below that, there would be a little box, kind of like when you go to the doctor's office, it's like, oh, okay, I identify that, yes, I'm paying the bill, and yes, I identify this is for me and I'm the patient, where you physically have to.
Acknowledge
Ex-
it.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And
you
can we
want
do
me
the
to-
same thing for the cancellation?
Yeah, the cancellation's already on there. They already have to acknowledge that
Okay.
refunds won't be given within 14 days of the event.
Okay,
But for the setup and takedown, do you want to put the specific times? Or just have them initial, I acknowledge that I have to be there for the entirety of the event.
how do you feel about, Heather, do you want the specific 9 to 10:30 for setup and then 7 to 8:30 for takedown, or do you just want the box to say you must be present for the event the entire time from 11 to 7?
I
How do you-
almost feel like I almost feel like putting the time frame feels
Okay,
good because I did during Uncorked, my biggest communication day of was, can I come and set up at X time? Can I come? So it kind of clarifies, like, here's the time you can
Oh.
set up from. Like, we don't want
Gotcha.
any cars coming in after 10:30 or 10:45, you know?
okay, good. That totally makes sense. Okay,
And
yeah,
then for takedown, I think it just sums it up. Like, takedown isn't until 7 o'clock.
right.
So they have from 9 to 10:30 to
To
set
set
up,
up,
and then.
And then from 7
7
to
It's fine, because
8:30.
we're down there at 8, you know? If they want to get there early or have more than an hour worth of work to do, fine. 8 to 10:30 is fine with me.
Okay.
But anything after 10:30, like, you know. I feel like,
That's just cutting it too close.
yeah, people are really starting to have their stuff all set up and.
Okay, so will
Okay,
you
I have one
be?
question going back to the food vendor thing.
Mhm.
Is a food vendor considered somebody with a food truck? Or does that mean like dessert, people who are selling like their dessert and popcorn in a tent too?
It's two separate things. So we have
Yeah.
food vendors and then food carts or trucks.
So there's 4 food trucks.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was texting the girls to see.
And I know we can't turn anybody away, so if you have specific people that you want to make sure they're there, make sure you reach out to them ahead of time and that they know when the application's going to be up so they can get it in right away.
Okay, so let's make sure that we have this on the agenda for next month, and then let's nail down that application so we can finalize it for December's meeting, and then decide on a date that we want to get that posted. Okay, Heather,
Excellent.
I'll come. Awesome.
And I just want to chime in. I agree with Heather. We found years ago that the food or the wine people start making their plans in January, February. So we do need to get on that early. So good idea, Heather.
Great, because then we can, as we make a decision, so then we do December and we do our wrap up like you had suggested. That's one of the things that we can put on there, uncork, May 30th, 2026 from 11 to 7. And then we can put underneath their application will go live
Yep.
such and such a
Yep.
date.
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then you probably have some you can personally reach out to with messages and phone calls. So
Yeah.
I'd sure do that.
Yeah, just was like unfortunate because most of them would be like, oh, we've got a wedding or
Yeah,
we've got, and
yeah.
then we don't have enough staff
Yeah.
to do both of the things, even though some
Yeah.
of them really wanted to.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, good deal. Sounds awesome. Oh, and I hear you've got a gumbo thing going on for your members?
Oh, yes, for the wine pickup, we do.
When's that?
It is
I love that.
November 8th. See. We played bingo yesterday. And we were going to do a bunco
Oh my gosh.
party, and it was a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad.
So,
Sounds
okay, let me
good.
think.
Sounds awesome.
Wine-
Alrighty. Well, cool beans. Thank you. All right. Well, next thing, youth involvement. Anything on any movement on that?
No, and I gotta confess, I won't probably focus on this, stop. Until after
The new
tree
year?
lighting, so probably
Okay.
January, February.
Sounds good. Let's just put this, let's just move this to, let's just move it to February. Okay. We don't have Jonathan or Jerry here, so unless they have given you any type of, okay. Any other agenda items that we need to add to December? Beth, Wendy, anything for December that you feel that needs to be added to the agenda?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right, well, if there isn't anything else, Corbin? All right, well, short and sweet. Everybody have a great Thanksgiving holiday. And we'll call the meeting adjourned at 9:30 a.m. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Right.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.